and start recording me and say, oh, look, she's in my house, she has a knife, and she's trying to come kill me so I can go to jail? F your motherfucking dead ass, bald headed ass, stank ass grandma in the motherfucking grave. What's up, Vice Gang? It's your girl, Pretty Girl Sasha Nice, back with another video. Period. If you're new here, what's good, what's poppin'? If you're a returning subscriber, what's good, what's poppin' to you too, bitch, okay? Please do not forget to click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I put out a new video. And don't forget to shop my boutique at Shaw's Fashion Paradise. The link is also going to be in the description down below. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alright, y'all. This video is going to be a hell of a juicy one, alright? If you guys did not watch part 1, I suggest you go watch part 1 right now, because you're going to be confused. So go watch part 1 and then come back and watch part 2 so you can catch up. But anyways, this is part 2 on how God told me to leave my toxic ex. So coming down from part 1, that was he told me to move from my toxic ex. Like, it was like 3 big old signs. I still went back. Don't judge me, because y'all do it too. Nah. So part 1 was the first sign. Some of us be too scared to be single, but like, y'all, we gotta get into the habit. Once your standards and everything just raise up, there's just certain stuff like you just not gonna do it, and you can be quick to leave. ASAP! Why you ain't tell me I was getting off topic? Anyways, went right back, right? So the second time where he told me, y'all don't mind my laugh,
it's not letting me be great.
When God told me was to move was when he treated me like an option. And let me tell y'all how this nigga treated me like an option. So if y'all remember from part 1, coming from part 1, he was just like, oh,
listen, I fucking love you. Ever since we broke up, I miss you. I got a girlfriend right now. I don't even like her for real.
I'm only with her so I could forget about you and stuff like that. So for me, you know, I'm a little hurt, but like, for me, I was young, I was dumb. I said, okay, if you like her, leave her and be with motherfucking me. So he told me that he left her, right?
Bruh.
It was one time his sister had called me to check up on him, and we were talking about him, and she just mentioned it. I didn't ask, she just mentioned it. Oh yeah, he still talks to that girl. Like, girl, you deserve better. And I'm just like, damn, this girl, she being hella fake to her brother, but she being loyal to me though. So who gonna complain? Not I. So she was like, yeah, and he still talks to that girl. And I'm just like, oh really? Cut. I didn't give him no explanation, and like, for me, I was hurt because I'm just like, yo, I literally wasted a whole bunch of time. Like, when he was with that girl, he just turned into a bum, like even more of a bum. Started smoking, drinking, all of that, and he stopped going to school. I got him back into school, but he started looking burnt out. You know them people that smoke too much and their lips turn black and stuff like that? Like, that is not cute. That is not cute. I've been raised by smokers all my life, so bitch, it's not new. But like, when your lips is burnt and stuff like that, like, you look, it's giving crackhead vibes. That's just it. I gave this nigga money, and he just didn't have no purpose. So I wasted my time, did all of that helping him. And you mean to tell me he's still talking to this? Now, 2020 came. I honestly don't even remember how, like, I forgave him. He would hit me up. I would not answer. But 2020 came, and this is when Corona started. It's lonely for the single ones out here when it was COVID. Yeah, the people in a relationship, yeah, y'all can get it on all y'all want. But for the single ones, it was just like, so he would call me, and this time I'm like, what? Like, I would answer him, be like, what do you want? You know, with an attitude. And then he was like, oh, I miss you. and stuff like that. Child, we ended up started talking back again. That was like one of the biggest mistakes. Anyways, y'all, while we was during quarantine, he would come see me a lot, and then we'll spend a lot of time together. One of our biggest issues on why we broke up too was because he didn't want to see me. He ain't want to do the drive, bitch. Sometimes I didn't want to do the drive, but I was doing most of the drive. So he had moved closer to me, and he stayed like probably like 7 minutes away from me. So driving stopped being an issue. Like I'm somebody, like my love language is quality time, and I feel like every woman should make a list. Make a list. Y'all make a list of negotiables, and one of my love language was quality times and sentimental gifts. I love quality time. I love sentimental gifts because it's like, oh, you really thought of me. And I kind of like, I love food too. Anyways, why didn't you tell me I was getting off topic? So boom, when I tell y'all, like, this is the strike 3. That whole entire quarantine relationship, everything he just showed his ass. Like, he literally like put his pants down and showed
his whole ass.
We would get into like terrible arguments, and like I'm telling y'all, what y'all allow the first time is gonna keep happening. Whenever we get into arguments, we would argue about little stuff too, because when we see things, I see things in the future. So I was like, we got into a big argument about 50-50. Now, I'm not gonna judge those who do 50-50, but in my opinion, I'm not gonna motherfucking do 50-50 with your ass. If I'm gonna do 50-50, I'm gonna do it with my homegirls, with my best friends, with my close friends, with my family, or a roommate, or I'm gonna do it. That's it. I'm not even gonna do it at all. Like, the hell, because I feel like as women, we do a lot. Like, we do a lot when it comes to the household things. The only thing that guys should worry about is motherfucking paying the bills. That's the least your ass can do. You're a man. Like, y'all supposed to be the hunters. So we got into a big argument because of that. Like, everything just kept going down. Like, he kept showing his ass on how cheap he was. You know, the arguments got worse, and I noticed that he was using me. Like, he always needed help. This is how I know guys, they be playing victim and they be acting sad. Like, he always had some type of death in the family, and he knows that I have a heart, like a real heart. So he would use that against, oh yeah, you know, I just had so and so died, or this and this happened to me. So I need your help. So I'm just like, okay, whenever you call me, I answer. Whenever I call you, you don't answer. So you're not really there for me for real. He would call and ask me for help, and I would just be like, I'm not gonna help you. And he just throw a big old tantrum. Like, he's a Gemini, y'all. Worst ever. Don't ever date a Gemini in your life. They switch up like this. We got into a big ass argument, and then he started like disrespecting my aunt. My aunt is like, she's sick, and I'm just like, oh, you know my auntie's sick? And you want to freaking disrespect. So bitch, I could get disrespectful too, bitch. I said F yo motherfucking dead ass, bald headed ass, stank ass grandma in the motherfucking grave. I really freaking curse his ass out, bitch. You want to take it there? Bitch, I could take it all the motherfucking way there. I mean, that's what I'm telling y'all, do not entertain. When you guys talk too much, you're feeding into it. So he getting more like, just don't entertain at all, bitch. If you don't entertain at all, you won. So this is what, you know, effed me up, got me all the way effed up. He brought 2 bitches on the phone. We was on the phone at that time cursing each other out, and he brought 2 random bitches on the phone to curse me out. And I'm just like, me? How you gonna bring 2 girls on me? And then these 2 girls, they ain't know me from a can of paint, but like, they over here like, yeah, we know where you live. We finna come and beat your ass, blah blah blah. So I'm just like, oh really? Okay. So then I hung up the phone, y'all, and like, I'm like, all right, let me try to be a bigger person here and just ignore that and, you know, go on about my day. This was at night, the next day. I could not sleep that whole night. Like, I was just like, this nigga's making me not sleep well, and it's bothering me. So y'all, it came to a point, I'm just like, yeah, you got me effed up. So I got my motherfucking knife, bitch. Grabbed my knife, and I went to his motherfucking house. He's just like, what are you doing here? And I'm just like, open the damn door. So he opened the damn door, and bitch, I came in there. I said, bitch, hit me. Try it. Like, he said he was gonna hit me, so I'm just through the phone. So I'm just like, okay, bitch, hit me. I call him a bitch. I was freaking pushing his ass. I'm in his motherfucking face. I'm just like, you said you was gonna do all that, bitch. Where the bitch is at? You know, being extra, you know? Don't do that, y'all. Don't do that. I'm over here like hitting his head and pushing him. I pushed him on the motherfucking tree, and then his ass just started pinning me. So he pinned me on this couch, and his ass started yelling, oh, my uncle just died. And I'm just like, there he goes with the lies. Like, he started, like, you know, one of those people that lie for fun? He was one of those people that lie for fun. So he was like, oh, my uncle just died. I'm just like, I don't believe that shit. Like, he just yelling in my face, and I'm just like,
bitch, you look a mess.
So y'all, he took my motherfucking phone. We fight, and he took my phone, and I'm just like, give me my phone. He's just like, no. And I was getting so hot, so this time I took the knife from my motherfucking shoe.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
I wasn't gonna kill his ass, y'all. I am not a killer. I would never kill. I just did that to scare him. So I took the knife, and I was like, give me my phone. So y'all, he got me, and then he was holding me like this, you know, like trying to hold the knife, like put the knife down. And like for me, it was so funny because I'm just like, oh, you is so weak. I'm like, you is weak as the hell, because I felt like I could have easily just like. But y'all, when I'm fighting, don't make me laugh, because bitch, I'm going to lose. Laughter is my weakness. So it didn't even hurt. Like, it really didn't even hurt. And he was shaking. I'm just like, damn, you using all your power? You smoke too much. Anyways, I just put the knife down because I was laughing, bitch, and it was just too funny for me. And then this is how I was just like,
Shut me off completely.
he gets his phone. He gets his phone and start recording me and say, oh, look, she's in my house. She has a knife and she's trying to come kill me. She's on my property, blah, blah, blah. And in my head, I'm just like, oh. I'm like, this guy, he's supposed to be a wannabe thug, but he's recording videos for 12, so I can go to jail? Bitch, who finna go to jail for a nigga, bitch? I'm not even a trap queen for real. I would not go to jail for a nigga, bitch. Who? You in jail? Okay, bye. Like, hell no. So I'm just like, you supposed to be a thug, but you really telling like snitching? I'm like, okay. After that, I'm just like, oh yeah, I have to throw this whole nigga away. After that situation, I got my phone, I left, and I went to work, you know, like everything was normal. Then I get a call from my mother. And my mother is over here like, oh, where you at? And I'm just like, I'm at work. And he was like, oh, why is Dewey calling me, cursing me out, saying that you want him, you won't leave him alone? And I'm just like, me? I won't leave him alone? Don't get a guy that calls you after calling that no ID like 20 times, 10 times, 100 times a day. One time he called me from no call ID 90 times, back to back. He was doing that to me every day. But the fact that I entertained it and I went back, y'all don't entertain these niggas. I'm telling you, it's better to just like be silent. So he flipped the switch and made it seem like I was a thirsty bitch. And I'm just like, me? And they actually believed him. So after that, for me, I was embarrassed. That's what happened. And after that day, completely done, changed my number. And whenever a guy like treats you crazy, and yeah, I know some of us don't want to go to the extreme as far as changing our number, but y'all, change y'all number. Give him no access to you, because he can easily, if you block him, he can easily just go to his homeboy and call him from this phone. Like, now that you change your number, he has no access to you. And I feel like ever since I changed my number, I feel like a weight has been lifting off my shoulders. I am motherfucking free, and I'm a happy single. If he toxic, let him go. Don't allow that toxic stuff no more, because it's just gonna get worse and worse. And I feel like that was like God telling me like, okay, bitch, you took it this far. What else do I need to do to show you? After that, everything just got 10 times better. I feel more free. And sometimes God calls you to be single because he wants you to focus on him, just you and him. That's it for this story time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you guys click that subscribe button. Make sure you guys give this video a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.